Missed you, champ. Where have you been? So everyone here at Champettes, welcome to another episode of Rock with Sambongo. That's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to rock here. I am Sambongo. Do not be afraid to rock if you have any questions. Say what's on your mind, get it out, whatever you need to say. And naturally, I got a few other things I'm going to cover today in topic. And then, of course, maybe, well, anyway, that's just fine. We'll just get into the guitar playing, obviously. But, yes, just a while back, what happened, we had a guest star on the show here. My friend named Adam. Goes by Timeless the Misfit on the internet. He's a very good musician. He's got a lot of talent. And he was showing me some things, how to play the guitar. So thanks so much for subscribing, and all the people who have seen Adam's website, his channel, his music. Thank you so much for investing your time. It's much appreciated, as much as I can say it is. And make sure you do check it out. It's amazing. So anyway, let's get right into this. We're gonna open up an easy drummer, and we're gonna rock out a little, and we're gonna shred the guitar. I'm just loading it up as we speak here. Alright, champ. Well, that was a killer drum track. That was just some simple double kicks and it had some extra tom rolls. I kind of want to talk about that part, you know? That I want to talk into the details of what's going on here. So, like, there's a lot of detail in the composition of the music when it comes to the drums. There's such a vital piece in it because it changes the song so much just to add a single drum strike somewhere. Because it's not a tone necessarily, it's almost like a speed, it's like a tempo rather than a tone, which makes tone. But, you know, that's whatever. So eventually, you're playing something and it's going nice and quick and you're having such fun with it, but all of a sudden, it's completely different because the drummers decide there's something more to it for you. And, well, it's just interesting. For example, you might have like a riff that you want to play really bad, and you have a few chords you might want to hold on to for a very long time, but the drummer has a nice few tom rolls, and he's got it all cooked up for you, so he's ready to go. I'm going to show you a little bit of what it might be like if you were to have a bunch of riffs ready, but the drummer was too good for you in a sense. You know what I mean? Now, it's not too good for you, but, you know. Anyway, I'm just going to play it without the drum set. I'm just going to shred the guitar for you anyway. Alright, so that's how I would exemplify it. That's how I would say it. Okay. So you might have a riff, and you're not quite done playing it yet, but the drummer's too crazy and chaotic fast, and they put fills in it properly, everywhere, and they're doing it great. And you just want to get to the guitar solo already. That's all you want, is to get to the guitar solo. So you're just going to leave behind. So you got to have that like mental constitution to just resist it and keep playing the riff over and over again, over and over again. You have to play that riff over and over. and you have to become the rhythm guitarist. It's so weird how the drummer can make you the rhythm guitarist and not the lead guitarist. So you don't want that to happen to you while you're shredding down the guitar, making a crazy lick. You want to be the number one guy, right? Anyway, so that's just an example for you, anyways. Much like when I was playing with my friend Adam over there, he played a song and it was mind-blowing, and I couldn't even look at my guitar while he was doing it. I was just staring at him like, whoa, how do you do that? Some really interesting shit there. I like to mix it up, but it's just some crazy eccentric stuff. Guy is insane. I don't know how he does it. I'm just like a frog, hopping around on lily pads about it. But this guy, he did it like an amazing. He did it like a real champion. Anyway, so that basically concludes my little talk about maybe composition and what will happen there in the writing of the songs. I'm not a professional at it yet about that kind of deal, but at the same time, I do have an idea about what it means to invest into what the makeup of the music is, and that's a good idea. If you dissect it a little, what you will find is each part contains its own whole. It contains its whole entity. It's a riff, then it's a verse, and it's a chorus. But it's also this part, that part, and this part, and they work together. Right, like a machine. So if you think about it like if it's a machine operating, and you have the whole song, you got the machine operating, but if you don't have the whole song, you just have part of the machine. It seems like a bit of a bummer to look at it that way, and a bit of a boring, because everyone likes playing certain parts and not the other parts or whatever. But it's like a machine, right? So you want to get that machine running, operating, and that's definitely my advice. If you can get one of those machines operating and running, use that machine to run and operate your mind, and then you can develop your own mechanisms of mighty rock and roll and war. Anyway, so we're gonna look at another drum track here, because I was not done yet with some of them drummers. They're so amazing, these drummers. I'm going to turn it up a little bit so that we can hear it. Oh, that's nice, that's nice. Sorry, you know what? I might have like one of the speaker settings just a little funny, but it's just the auxiliary. It's popping. It's okay. I get my point across, I believe. Maybe it's because of the camera's picking up the audio too, and I got the speaker so close to it. But I left it on because I had like a friend over. Let me see if I can make the sound properly. Hang on. Oh, let's turn that part off. I think you can still hear me. Okay, I was going to double check if you can hear me now. Sorry. I'm just going to double check. Yep, looks like you can still hear me. Mighty warrior King Muhammad Ali. All hail the one true god of boxing, the warrior champion, the heart of iron and steel, Muhammad Ali. Thank you so much, and rest in peace, my ultimate hero and our number one savior. All right. So I always do that. Every episode, if I can help it, I try to say my piece to Muhammad Ali, when he passed away back in 2018 or 19. 2017 or 16, actually. I'm sorry. The year was a little cloudy. I think it's 2017. But I also think it's 2016. Anyway. So that was awesome, and I think you can hear me a little bit better. So we're going to open up another easy drummer, and we're going to do another thing. We're going to do it a little bit slower. See if I can find a groove. And we put it in the tight room. So everything's a little bit groovy. That's the shit right there. All right, let's do this. All right. Well, that felt like some real hardcore, good-ass guitar shredding action. I think that's what they call it. Good ass. When it's shredding so hard like that. I went to buy a pizza once, and it was a veggie pizza, and I turned a little to the left, to the right, and before she handed me the pizza, she was like, "Good ass pizza, bro." And I was like, well, I imagine it was a good ass pizza. I really hope so. Anyway, so that was the swearing of this channel. I didn't mean to say that out loud. I'm sorry, it was so rude. Muhammad Ali, cover your ears. He never swore. He never swore to be a king. Anyway. So it's been great to chat. I don't know how long this has been going on for. I only do these live streams for, about this long. I'm going to go on for another 15 minutes here because we got a few other things we're going to cover and talk about. Last time we were talking about a bit of like the culturism and all that stuff. It's the stuff I wanted to talk about. I didn't get a chance to talk about it last time because there's like a stigma to it. Everyone thinks, if you listen to like heavy metal and hard rock music, that you're like a pothead. I'm sorry to say that out in that way, but also they also seem to think that you're a criminal for some reason. Or if you listen to punk music, you really like to just fight people, like pick a fight with a random stranger and might have like racist overtones. Or they might think that you want to just to steal stuff and to be untrustworthy. That's not true. It's just music. And I'm here to explain, if I can possibly, the versatility of music, because there's so many different types of music, and they all have their specific meaning and everything, but that's why the music exists, is because they had to get that meaning somewhere else, not there, and not in front of you, and not projected everywhere they go. The meaning happens to chase within the music itself. It's an incantation, right? Anyway, so they're just containing their emotions. And you should be containing your emotions too. But the best way you possibly can, and in the vent of music and or actual expression, if you can help it. So express that music. I believe it'll help. I don't think it's the cure or answer, but I do believe it will help, as long as you realize that you're receiving help and you're not just sitting there eating M&Ms after M&M after M&M and going, why am I not getting any thinner? Because you've been eating M&Ms. They're small, but they're heavy in sugar. Anyway, so that's the Sambongo Dragon Show for you. I'm sorry about all the craziness, but I believe that shred was pretty awesome. I'm going to leave the easy drummer alone. I'm going to play the guitar, but I'm going to play it on a less distorted tone. Give me a minute. So I brought it back down. That is the same song you heard before. I know you heard it was in drop D tuning. Now that's not exactly the same song. It's just in drop D tuning. Okay, so it's in drop D tuning. Being one of the only defining traits about a song, that is the tuning and the tone that you set it up with before you like initially play, like the tone and the sound of it. That's one of the few things that actually defines a song as to what it's gonna be. Unless, of course, you can do something in the most incredible way while heavily resisted, because it's possible. In life, there's moments that you face that are heavily resisted. You can find yourself heavily resisted just in, like, say you have disability of some sort, or you're disabled of some sort. Like you can't walk or whatever. And you can find yourself being able to do something that's quite amazing and only to you, right? So of course, heavy metal has all the same capabilities as something more chill and melodic, or well, something more chill like that. I won't say it's more melodic yet because it's faster in heavy metal, so you get more things out. So anyway, it's in drop D tuning, and I gave it a bit of an extra growl to it, just to make sure that we know that this may be a happy feeling, or a weird calm feeling, an uncertain feeling even, but it's not a feeling that you're going to let escape just because you have all of your heavy metalness going out of you like this all the time, right? Well, anyway, that was just I don't really know how to explain that part, but that part is kind of interesting. So of course, mixing them two together, you start to get your curiosities mixed with your wisdoms, and your wisdom says, don't do this, and your curiosity says, do this, and then that's when you start to find some weird chemistry in your brain, and you're like, you know what, that's not something that I can just say out to everything. That's not something that I can do, right? And so music tends to have its freedom, and it's a little strong of a freedom, but it's there for a reason, right? So anyway, that pretty much concludes this episode. Thanks for listening. That part was really cool. I was really glad to be able to play that for you. It's one of the few times I play a clean tone on here. And maybe I'll make more of those in the future. You gotta let me know if you like it. If not, you don't like it, then I guess whatever, no one likes it. But stay in school, don't do drugs, that's our rules, remember? And read a book if you can. Get your eyes moving left to right, it's good for you, it helps. Be otherwise respectful to your elders and everyone around you if you can help it. And mind your social distancing still. I believe that's still the problem out there. And wash your hands frequently, as much as you can if possible, before you eat, after you leave the washroom. Those are our rules. Anyway, it's been great to talk to you. Thanks so much for watching on this episode of Sambongo Dragon. And we're going to be... I'm going to be playing some like Mass Effect later. I switched to the other webcam so I don't kill my battery off. And it's a lot of fun. I got all the green lights going on. There's a lot of alien women that want to have sex with you. It's just, it's amazing. It's a great time. And I can't wait for some of the other players out there on the internet to actually play that game, because that way I can enjoy it from a vicarious position, not having to have all that awkward, uncomfortable video game action going on out there. I don't know. I'm a little bold about that, aren't I? Sorry. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to be here ending up the stream now. This is fun. Thank you so much. And like, subscribe, follow me on Twitch so you can see this live. If you see it live, then you see it live, right? That's the good stuff. That's the bonus. I can talk to you then. But come to my YouTube channel. Look up the Sambongo Dragon. And that's what you have to look up, is the Sambongo Dragon. Yes. Anyway, so we'll see you next time on this. That is the end of the story.